did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb up.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The Rams taking the field and leading the way, the man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
On second down now, it's Freeman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll throw that side to start out. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 8 catches, 65 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
complete to Gerald Everett.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
It's a pickup of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, gone. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
By Adam.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? The freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys that little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made.
Still 9 remaining on second down. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
They run the option on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they're going to have this across midfield, and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, and it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Jefferson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Out of the gun, Goff. It's incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. but that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. On first down, Drake. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He was just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
shotgun now from Murray. Left side, Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He's going to have the Rams first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's good for an LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 50.
From the 50, it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. But not before he's inside the 30. Aaron goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The gain of 3.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 7.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Back now here on EA Sports.
That's the end of
It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a man open down the middle of the field and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards.
From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Freeman again. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goff on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. We'll drop this one down to Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I'm a little surprised right here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brings up third and goal.
This is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. On fourth down, gone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Murray's pass intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.